Good morning. Well, I had a big sleep. It's a little later than normal for me. I think it's after 8. I slept until 7:40. Very unusual for me. Morning coffee. I have a mixture. I've got vanilla, Nespresso, but I've worked out how to make my own. I use a brand that doesn't have mold in it, and I've worked out how to refill the Virtuo pods and put my bulletproof coffee into it, tamp it down, seal it, and use it in the machine. So this is half and half. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. It's exciting. I'm excited about it. And if it goes well, keeps going well, got to keep trying it out for a little while. I've only done 3 or 4, 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee in it. Pardon me. I will do a little video if it goes well to share. There's 2 ways you can do it. So anyway, moving on. Coffee. What did I eat yesterday? I started off with bacon and eggs. So yesterday ended up being, I learned a lot from yesterday because of beef. Because of beef. I ran out of beef. How can I run out of beef, you might ask? Yeah, well, these are the life and times of Martine. I don't even know if I've told you that. My name is Martine. Because my channel's called Love All of Yourself. Okay. Anyway, hi, I'm Martine. So, bacon and eggs, 2 coffees. I was scratching already in the morning, because scratching around going, what have I got to eat today? Because yesterday solidified this for me. The truth is, for me, my truth is, some beef every day keeps me satiated or satisfied. Now, it's a revelation to me, even as I say it out loud. I mean, I've known certain things, but this is why I love vlogging. Having to say it in a coherent manner for you means that I learn an enormous amount of stuff about me in the process. And I love it. It's just incredible. It's what did I call it? Verbal journaling. That's what I called it. Yeah. I love that. I've never heard anyone say that. But vlogging is like verbal journaling, and I love journaling. I make journals and planners and things in my Etsy shop. Anyway, so I made a note early in the morning, hungry for beef. That was yesterday morning, just before I did yesterday's vlog. So that was early. And then I put an order in with Dirty Clean Food. So I'm in Australia, and I'm in Western Australia. I live in Perth. And look, a year ago when I checked, I couldn't even get deliveries here. Like, there was some businesses over east, but they weren't delivering here. And I've checked over the last 5 years, I've checked several times. So now there's more than one space. But anyway, I thought I would try, they're not, the meat's not cheap. And so when I looked recently, I went, yeah, no, I'm not, right now I'm just going for budget. And I go to the Beef Shed, which I love, here in Perth. And I am fussy about what I get there and what I don't get there. So that's all good. Anyway, I digress. I went on Dirty Clean Food and I placed an order just for a couple of things because they were like almost 50% off. Then hubby got home. I asked him to grab some beef while he was out, and he got me. I asked him to get me a blade roast. I've got a recipe. Oh no, actually I don't have a recipe on the channel. I mean, recipes, they're pretty simple, right? Just in carnivore, like, can we call them recipes? Okay, we'll call them recipes. Sorry. throat's a little hoarse this morning. I've woken up in fine spirits, I must say. I'm actually feeling very happy right now, which is interesting. So I put the blade roast in the Instant Pot for the second time. I've already done it once, second time. And then he bought me some chuck, and he got it. I don't think it's thick enough. I've put it in for a 24-hour sous vide, and I looked at it this morning, and it's pretty flattened out and looks pretty tender. And so I'm a little bit worried. It's due to finish at 4 o'clock today, and I'm a little bit worried that it might fall apart. Because what I was going to do is fire up the smoker and finish it off on the smoker. But it's ended up looking quite flattened. Thing is, if I take it off earlier and it's not tender enough, I'll be so disappointed. And I'm not going to rewrap it, repackage it and put it back in there again. I'm not going to do that. So I'm tempted to just let it go the full 24 hours. I'll see. You'll know tomorrow what I did, because I'll make a decision. So I pressure cooked the bowl roast, and then I had a plate of that with the broth. Delicious. Both hubby and I had some. He loved it. I loved it. Then I had a plate of a few leftovers, but I didn't take a photo. I'm sorry of that one. Then I made some chicken nuggets. And again, a little bit different this time. So the chicken was already cooked. Now, I'd smoked this chicken breast, and then I'd frozen it because I only ate so much. Now, I smothered it in beef butter, and then I coated it in pork rinds, and then I fried it in the air fryer, and it was delicious, absolutely delicious. I smothered it in beef butter because chicken is quite lean. Chicken is lean. Chicken breast is very lean. I don't love chicken breast. I love chicken thigh and chicken wings. They're my favourites. Drumsticks, I can take it or leave it. The reason I got chicken breast is because in the past, when I'm eating a lot of beef, some days when I go, I just need a break from beef, which is why yesterday was so interesting for me. Anyway, so that's why I bought chicken breast, and I have it portioned. I cook it and portion it up, and I keep, I portion things up so that I put some in the freezer, and then I keep some in the fridge, because it's so easy then to just grab out a portion. And that's why I love the super cubes. They're so good. Anyway, so I made these chicken nuggets. They were delicious. You'll see those. And then I really wasn't fully satisfied. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep thinking about food until I eat. So I knew I needed to eat some beef, and the chuck steak's not ready. We're calling that the poor man's ribeye. That wasn't ready. I have no other beef in the house. Okay, remember, I ordered it. It's coming tomorrow. I could have got it today, but I ordered it for tomorrow, because then I will have eaten this what's here. So I went and got my blade roast out of the Instant Pot, and I sliced up the end of it. I'll show you the footage. And I put some of my hollandaise on the plate, and I just added it to each slice and just ate it that way. And it sorted me out. Stopped thinking about food, stopped wanting to eat, completely satisfied. I'm wondering if I've had a small reaction to the ghee in that hollandaise, which is very sad news for me if I have. But we will see. We will see. I didn't get any reaction when I ate it. So I'm just wondering, I've woken up feeling a bit like keto flu. Now, when I started, I've not had the keto flu since I started carnivore. I'm on day 18, 14, 15, 16, 17, day 18 today. Whoop, whoop. Good job, Martine. Yes, I'm very happy about that. I'm feeling high today. This is funny. This is funny. I'm feeling so up. Wow. Anyway, I think the reason I haven't had any keto flu, excuse me, is because I do a ketovore diet. I have done for quite a few years now. So, and yes, I would have something every few days that, isn't ketovore, like a big amount of vegetables, or I'll have, a homemade ice cream with artificial, like with Natvia or monk fruit sweetener in it. I don't use the chemical sweeteners, haven't for a long time. And I know sweeteners is a real, it's a controversial topic. I understand that. But yeah, I've been doing ketovore, and then I would do carnivore for a couple of days, and I'll be back to keto for at least 3 or 4 years, at least 5, 6, however long. I think that's why I didn't have the flu, but I woke up this morning with a slight dull headache. Now, I had electrolytes yesterday. I haven't been having them every day, but I did have them yesterday. Yeah, I salt everything, which I actually need. I know some people don't need it, but I actually do need it. So I don't know. I'm still feeling it a little bit in the back of my head. I'm not feeling quite as strong as when I woke up. So we'll see. You'll know tomorrow what's happening in this space. So that meat for me last night did the trick. So let me just get my I don't know what's irritating my throat this morning. My check-in list. So there are all my textures and tastes. Look, I haven't had bacon and eggs, really. I don't think I've had bacon and eggs on this challenge, which prior to starting this, I would have bacon and eggs most days. And my husband loves to cook that, so he will also cook that for us. But yesterday, because I didn't have beef, that's what I had. So it's interesting. I'm just observing myself here. Yes, and so the gravy, I find gravy very soulful, like broth, beef broth and chicken broth, very soulful. And last night, that plate of leftovers that I had 2 little Asian pork balls, and that actually was had some Asian broth, which I mixed with some beef broth, right? And had some, there was a leftover short rib. The short ribs, I forgot to tell you about the short ribs. Yes, we had short ribs. I didn't write that down. Oh no, I didn't get a photo of it, short ribs. I'm just writing it down. I ended up probably having 1, and Paul ended up having 2. There was only 3. It was only 3, and I cooked it in the Instant Pot. And it was delicious. And so my plate of leftovers was, because I'd had half a short rib. Oh, that was what was in that bowl. It wasn't the beef blade, it was the short rib. Got it. And then with the broth, was soulful and delicious and fatty and a little bit chewy. I had sous vide that beef short rib for 1 day, for 24 hours, but it was not long enough, so that's when I put it in the Instant Pot. So, and very soulful. The chicken nuggets were crunchy and delicious, and I couldn't taste any smoky flavour. That was interesting. And the beef and holidays was fatty and beefy and delicious. So, sleep. I gave my sleep yesterday, that night. I had a solid 7-hour sleep, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think for me, sleep only gets a 9 out of 10 when I don't toss and turn. When I go to sleep and then I wake up and I have no memory of going to the toilet or tossing and turning, that for me is a 9 out of 10. I don't know, it's hard to give a 10 out of 10, isn't it? Because that's like perfection. And what is perfection? Do we know what perfect sleep is? Maybe if you know what perfect sleep is, you can tell me down below. So I gave that a 7 out of 10 because it was a good solid 7 hours. Last night, I would give that an 8 out of 10. Sorry, my memory is full and I thought I'd deleted enough and I hadn't. So let me just finish that up. It wasn't an emotional grind day. I think I had 1 bout of cravings, but I didn't make notes. Heartburn, no, until late last night. And it was a little stronger, and I'm not sure with that beef and hollandaise. Interesting. No tummy cramps, but everything's gone to liquid again at the moment. So The pain is similar. And did I do a short walk yesterday? No, I don't think so, really. I did some housework and different things, but I didn't do my short walk. All right, so that's me for yesterday, day 7. Keeps giving me a hard time. I'm just going to say goodbye. I will see you tomorrow, where we will discuss day 18. Woohoo! I hope you have a great time. Say hi to me below. Tell me what you're doing. Bye.